spring forward is kicking my butt. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
What's going on, Wikimaniacs? Welcome back to another Am I the Asshole Friday. It's your boy Josh here. Joined with me are my boys John and Sean. What's going on, guys?
I forgot that happened. That's why I'm so tired today.
Yeah, really messed me up at The Bachelor when we were still awake in the time change. I was like, oh, this is gonna hurt.
I had an 8 a.m. class the next morning, and I was like, this was a terrible idea.
8 a.m. class is insanity. Oh, and you're going to be proud of me, Sean. I'm going to my first kind of a Pilates class tomorrow, but it's the harder part of Pilates.
You're a brave man.
Yeah. I don't know if have you heard of Solid Core?
Yeah, I just did one of those last week.
Yep,
damn.
I'm doing one tomorrow. I'm scared.
I just did it for the first time 2 weeks ago, and the music is so loud, and every Pilates place does kind of different moves, and it was just happening so fast. I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, I'm overstimulated. The lights are going crazy. But I will say, it was a really good workout.
Yeah,
nice. It'll be fun. No one is going to hound you. You know what I mean? They're going to tell you what to do, but, it'll be chill. It's every Pilates class I've gone to, even like different company, going to company, everyone is super like, get it at your own pace. Except for one lady. I went to this place and I was like, it felt like 80s, and this is no disrespect, an 80s Russian ballet instructor.
Whoa.
She was very strict. I feel like she would have hit me if she could.
Well, pray for me tomorrow. So this is what's going to happen. In the morning, first thing in the morning, I'm doing a weightlifting class. And then immediately, like 30 minutes after, I'm going to a tread class in Orange Theory. So that's like a 4-mile run. And then at night, I'm doing Solid Core. So I'm going to be dead tomorrow.
My brother in Christ. There are
3
other days
workouts
in
in
one day. You don't have to
No,
do
Sean,
that.
see the vision. If you do them all in one day, you just have one bad day.
Yeah. So Wednesday during our live stream, Josh, I'm going to be crying the whole time.
We'll maybe watch you do some stretches while we record.
Oh, dude, live stream yoga? John doing a yoga in the middle of live stream?
Okay.
I'm into it.
$25 tier, baby. If you're going to see some
John.
imprint, it's $25 tier. It's not a
Downward
lot.
dog, brother.
It's got to zoom in onto that.
You got to have to zoom in a lot more, brother.
All right, boys. Well, let's hope we can make it through this with our sleep deprivation. I've got a couple stories here. I got a bonus one if we need to get to it. But yeah, if this is your first time, please subscribe, like if you enjoy it. And we always have 2 bonus Patreon stories. You can sign up for that, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network, or you can become a YouTube member and you get that as well as ad-free episodes, as well as day early.
Real quick, I know I've taken a lot of time on a Friday, which I apologize. This is Monday energy. But Reddit on wikishop.com, Reddit on wikishop.com. So far, we've had 2 orders and my feelings are hurt.
Oh.
My feelings are hurt. You guys are not ordering the merch I designed. And it's really fucked up. It is really fucked up. All right. Story number 1.
No. Go check out the merch. We don't want to hurt Sean's feelings.
Remember, 50% of all that's going to Planned Parenthood, guys. Come on.
There we go. That's the big sell.
Yes.
And that Sean designed it.
Also my feelings.
Which is actually more important, actually.
Some might say.
Yeah.
Some being me.
And Sean's going back to school. He needs the extra cash. So
yeah, I don't get any. Well, no, yeah, we do get that one.
We get
I was
half.
thinking of Venmos. I'm so used to not getting any Venmo.
All right, let's hop into the first one here. Posted by Red Naznam _1. And this one was on r/AITAH. Title is, Am I the Asshole for having my mother yell at me for having intercourse with my girlfriend in my own apartment? We're both 26 years of age.
It's your own apartment and you still got yelled at? Does your mother live with you in that said apartment?
Yes.
She caught us on the counter.
Is your mom renting in the same room?
I would say if your mom lives there, probably
I've
not.
seen that shit in 90 Day Fiancé, bro, where the
That's
mom is like
crazy.
sleeping in a little tiny room and they're
That's tough.
bumping uglies in there.
What the?
I can't wait to start the 90-day rewatch with John, the podcast.
The only thing I know, bro. Wrestling and trash TV is all I ever watch.
So where are you guys leaning on this one?
We'll say not the asshole.
Yeah, if it's your own place, I'm going not that.
You're paying the rent. You could do what you want.
Your mom's probably mad, like, you're doing premarital sex. That's bad.
That is bad.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Hell no.
I'm glad we're all finally saying it. Really, truthfully.
This is our religious pivot, actually.
The hard alt-right twist of Reddit on Wiki.
All right. So I, 26 male, live with my girlfriend, 26 female, in an apartment that I pay for. We've been together for 3 years and our relationship is great. We're both working professionals, fully independent, and like any normal couple, we even have an active sex life.
What? Does your mother know?
So sick. Kind of like Sean's merch design,
Reddit.shop.com. I wonder if y'all 69. Do they mention if they 69, Josh?
You know what? It doesn't mention that, but we can extrapolate.
Headcanon.
Enter my mother, 54 female. She's always been a little overbearing, but since I moved out when I started dating my girlfriend, I thought things had gotten better, but apparently I was wrong. Last weekend, my mom came to drop off some homemade food, which was nice. I'll give her that. I had told her she could stop by after 4 p.m. since my girlfriend and I were having a lazy morning. But, of course, she decided to show up 2 hours early with her spare key, which she has for emergencies. Well, my girlfriend and I were in the bedroom.
Banging it out, 69 style. Reddit.wikishop.com. Reddit.wikishop.com. I hit the bird.
We were in the bedroom, clearly busy, when we heard my mom banging on the bedroom door. She was shouting my name and saying things like, "I know what you're doing in there," and "Have some respect." I scrambled to throw on some clothes, went out and asked her what the hell she was doing here unannounced. She started yelling things at me about how it was disgusting and inappropriate to be doing that while guests are over. I reminded her that this is my apartment. She was not supposed to be here yet. We're 2 consenting adults, but she was having none of it. She called me disrespectful, said I had no manners, and even told my girlfriend that she should be ashamed. Which, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
My girlfriend just walked out of the room, grabbed her keys, and left because she wasn't dealing with that nonsense. I ended up arguing with my mom for 10 more minutes before telling her to leave and return the spare key. She refused at first, but I stood my ground until she handed it over. She left in a huff and texted me later saying she was deeply disappointed in how I spoke to her. Now my dad and sister are both telling me I was too harsh and that I shouldn't have put her in that situation. I argued that she put herself in that situation by showing up unannounced and barging into my home. So am I the asshole?
No.
I will say, cutting it close to the time limit. You know what I mean? Like, you could have fucked in the morning. You didn't have to wait till. I mean, it is, a whole 2 hours early.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
You're not lasting 2 hours. Come on.
Let's be real here.
Be real. We're not lasting 2 seconds.
I hope longer than that. Somewhere between 2 seconds and 2 hours is where you should be.
Really? I gotta talk to Nancy. But yeah, I mean, no, you're not the asshole. Like we said at the beginning of the story, it's your apartment. You're paying the bills. She doesn't live there. Not a 90-day weird situation.
No.
And it sounds like she came in unannounced. You told her 4. She came at 2. You also came at 2.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. Let's go.
But also, yeah. That's her fault for coming early.
And your fault for not.
Wow. But yeah. She should have at least sent like a text like, "Hey, I'm on my way." If you're not coming at 4, if you're coming early.
I mean, I also
we have to. If you're arriving to the apartment early.
I also think it's insane.
We cannot get through this story.
No. I should have put this one at the end. I think it's also insane not to knock or like just.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Opening the door by like with nothing like.
I think if you're not there, then yeah, of course. But if she knows you're there, why not? Why aren't you just calling? That is weird. I didn't even think about that. Because I have people that have keys to my house. And they'll use it, but usually not while I'm there. Yeah. Whoa. I didn't even think about that. It's
crazy. Definitely more of like a control thing for the mom's side, right? It's just like, hey, I'm going to pop in whenever I want. I'm dropping off like the food. I don't really care about your kids. It's one of those things where it's like, just because you're a parent, you always got to be on the right with things. And dude, 26, have their own place. Seems like they've been, living independently together for some time. Of course, they're probably going to be doing shit in the house. And kind of like what you guys said already. Best thing you can do is like call ahead and say like, hey, I'm downstairs or I'm parking pretty soon. Could at least give them a heads up to, finish what they started. But
Yeah.
the mom sucks in the scenario. And the dad and the sister is stupid for fucking siding with her ass.
And this is why I'm never early to anything. You know what I mean? This is,
If you're always late,
what if they're fucking, dude?
that's a good rule to live by.
Yeah.
Is that one of Sean's rules?
I'll
Rule
be like,
58.
go ahead, just finish. I'll be here.
That's crazy.
I'll wait in the living room.
Don't mind me, just letting you know I'm in here.
I poured you all some cucumber water for when you're done. Reddit deemed not the asshole. Okay, analyst 5801 said, not the asshole. I'm a mom of a 25-year-old son, and I have his emergency keys. I would never let myself into his place unless he gave me permission.
Yeah.
If I was coming over, I'd still knock.
Mhm.
He's even told me just to come in. My son is not an extension of me. Just because I grew his eyeballs doesn't give me jurisdiction over his entirety of his life.
John, are you almost laughing because he said come in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure we're all. As soon as you said come in, your mouth got so tight.
You know what else is tight?
No, tell everybody.
Okay.
All right. Let's try and finish this one.
God damn it, John.
My job was to raise an adult, and I did that. Now I give him the basic courtesy and respect I would give any other adult. If I did walk in on that, I would just turn around, sneak out, never admit I was there. I certainly wouldn't shame them for having a normal, healthy adult relationship. Do not give the key back, and do not ever apologize to her over this. She was completely wrong in every moment of the situation. I would go a bit further and demand that she apologize to your girlfriend as well.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, if you don't, like, we're going low contact at a minimum. Because she doesn't deserve to be shamed for having a healthy relationship.
The mom said she was having none of it. It sounds like she's getting none of it. That's why she's pissed
Yeah, this
off.
is actually your dad's fault.
Yeah. Tell your dad a man
The
up,
real
right?
asshole.
But
Your
yeah,
mom needs some jurisdiction from your dad. That's just what it sounds like.
there we go.
Story 2.
Story 2.
All right, good transition. Let's move into it.
Fuck both of you.
This one is cross-posted on our subreddit by Good Lower Store District. And the title of this one is, Am I the asshole for ignoring my wife for throwing away my late wife's videotapes?
Ooh. Was it done maliciously or accident? But if it's that important, it's probably got to be highlighted or at least been talked about. So part of me says that this was done maliciously. So I'm going not the asshole.
It said threw out the tapes?
Yes, throwing away my late wife's tapes.
Why you throwing my shit away? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
true.
At least talk to me before you throw my shit away. Yeah, so I'm going to go not the asshole.
All right. And then for anyone younger than 25, a videotape's what we used to watch movies on.
Oh, a VHS, y'all. Google a VHS.
Yeah. Before Blu-rays and DVDs. And DVDs and Blu-rays were discs that we watched movies. All right. And this one is a little bit later, so apologies if you've heard it on other podcasts, but this was
We're not sorry, actually.
It fucking happens, y'all. Get over it. I don't know how many times we have to say
We all
it.
use the same site. But it was a popular one, so I figured we should do it. All right, so I am writing this because I don't know what to do. I have a daughter with my late wife, and her name is Eleanor. Her birthday is coming up in 2 weeks, and she's turning 18. The background, me and my late wife, Chloe, had been dating since college. We got older and ended up marrying, and after our wedding, she shared the news to me that she was pregnant, and I was excited that we were expecting our first child. Since it was our first child, we bought a video camera and made little tapes and snippets of her whole pregnancy. Wholesome things such as us joking around or having lunch or talking to our unborn child through the camera. We made a promise to only show Eleanor the tapes at her 18th birthday. Fast forward 2 years after her birth, Chloe passed away due to a drunk driving crash into her car as she was coming home from her mother's house. I was devastated by her passing and went into a deep depression, having to raise our 2-year-old daughter by myself. My friends tried to get me to go out again and start back dating. But every time I did, I felt like I was betraying her. Years later, when Eleanor was 13, I met Wendy. We met at a gathering for my sister's birthday, and we hit it off instantly. She didn't mind that I had a daughter because she had 2 kids herself and just went through a divorce. 2 years after, we got married, and now back to the present. Eleanor's 18th birthday is coming up, and I kept all the videotapes for me to show her. Mind you, her mother died when she was just 2, so Eleanor doesn't remember her touch or her voice. I was excited to show her the tapes, and a week ago I was talking to Wendy about it, and I noticed her expression going from happy to looking a bit uncomfortable. Wendy would always get uncomfortable when I talk about my late wife.
Nah.
Yeah, Wendy, that's on you, girl.
I don't say things like, why can't you be like Chloe, or Chloe was supposed to be my first love, but I talk about her in a way to give my daughter a mental picture of what her mother was like. Wendy has always talked to me about Chloe and how it made her sad that she can never be like her. Which I gotta say, that's a therapy thing. Like,
yeah.
Also a red flag. I don't know how you, like both sides, how either of them could agree to like marry each other.
Right.
That's such an important part of OP's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to not be on the same page for that, can't imagine, would be very rough. Like I couldn't do it.
Because like you'd imagine like he would want to vent about, things every once in a while, and if she's uncomfortable with that, then
this is the opposite of the people that are like, yeah, let's visit, your ex's grave together.
Yeah.
But it's also opposite. Like the optics of it too is because, the OP and the wife that passed away, they had a promise that they were going to give to the daughter at some point. So like the premise of that is, of course I'm going to give you some context on who your mom was.
Yes. You're going to talk to your daughter about who their mother is. Exactly.
Yeah.
Chloe was a model, then started working on her fashion career. And don't get me wrong, she was a really beautiful woman. While Wendy had 2 kids in college and not the best shape, her words. I love both women how they are, and I never have had a preference, but I feel like Wendy is gaining some jealousy towards Chloe. I told Wendy that I love her just the way she was, and she broke down crying. The next day after the incident, she came up to me and apologized for the way she acted last night. I told her it was okay, and it's good that she felt comfortable to share her feelings, and I gave her a tight hug and a kiss on the forehead. She asked to see where the tapes were, and I showed her the box of videotapes of my late wife in my closet.
Oh no.
Things were going fine until yesterday morning. I was looking for the tapes because I wanted to put them in a prettier box for my daughter, and when I went to go find them, the box wasn't in my closet. I looked everywhere, to the point where I walked down to see my wife laying on the couch watching TV. I asked her about the box, and she told me she threw it away with a neutral expression. My heart dropped. I asked her what did she mean, and she told me that I talk about her way too much and that I need to move on with my life, so she threw them away as a head start.
That's evil.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck?
I was fuming with anger because not only she threw away what I had left of her, she threw away my daughter's big surprise. We quickly got into an argument and she noticed how angry I was, so she started apologizing. Got to the point where I started crying and locked myself in our bedroom. It's now the morning and I'm running this in my office, going through my computer, finding old files or any type of video of my late wife to give to my daughter, because sometimes my daughter still cries that she never got to meet her mother, and I really thought it would bring her closer to her. I've been ignoring my wife for the past day, and she's been texting me nonstop about how sorry she is, but I can't look at her right now.
That's unforgivable for me.
It's getting to the point our mutual friends are texting me to accept her apology. And
fuck no.
And to get over Chloe because she died 10 years ago. But I'm trying to ignore them all because they never had someone close to them die. I'm working on finding these files and I'm starting to think I was maybe overreacting. I don't know what to do and I really need help. So am I the asshole?
To quote Cody Rhodes to John Cena, tell every single one of these people to go fuck themselves. They're horrible. And the thing too, the reason why I said Wendy is evil in this scenario, OP comforted the wife or Wendy.
Yes.
And said like, oh, hey, can you please show me where you sent all the tapes? Like it feels like you use your emotional state to kind of lure OP into thinking that, hey, everything's good. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to settle this together. Only for you to turn around and dump all those tapes the next day. Not only did you rob OP of like memories of his wife, you robbed Chloe, the daughter, the daughter of possible memories that they can have with their mother. Like they waited 18 years to see that, to get a glimpse of who their mother was, and you robbed that from them.
How old is OP?
Evil.
I don't know if they say. If I had to guess, probably
mid-30s, early 40s, maybe.
Yeah, late 40s, maybe.
Crazy that any of their mutual friends are like, yeah, dude, you gotta get it. Like, because at that age, you've dealt with death. You've had
someone,
people you care about.
Yes.
At least one pass. So it's absolutely insane. Because you don't get over that kind of thing. You know, it's just something you live with. So especially an ex-wife, what do you mean get over? You can't.
No,
it's not something you just get over. Dude.
It's not like they were. It's not like they were separated. You know, like she was taken abruptly from them. So how can you get over something like that? Are you kidding me?
The levels of insecurity, on your current wife is crazy. Also, divorce, right? Like this is not
straight up.
Not even. I'm not even thinking about it because it's not so much the act of like. I mean, because if this was an accident, you know, that really fucking sucks. But like. That's an accident. This was
like premeditated.
She took advantage of
very
you.
Calculated.
She took advantage of you and the situation and then made it worse and then tried to callously be like, yeah, I trashed it. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. And then I guess you're the one that's breaking the story to all their friends. Maybe that's why they're like, yeah.
Could be.
Forgive her. Maybe they don't know the full story. But I don't know how you would word that story to not make yourself look like a piece of fucking shit, dude. You are awful. You are evil. I really hope OP divorces you. Also, that stepdaughter is gonna hate your ass.
Yeah,
she's gonna hate you forever. If I was her, no contact. I don't give a shit.
And she's 18, so she's an adult. She can do that.
Yeah. And it's just like, you want to know a good way to make sure they don't give a fuck about you. Your worst nightmare is they don't give a fuck about you and they only care about Chloe, is doing exactly what you did. You only brought them closer to Chloe and further from you.
Yeah, because honestly, it seems like it's all like.
Also, Chloe's dead, dude. What are you talking about?
You're jealous of a dead person.
Yeah, you're married. You have him. You have the kid. Y'all have a happy life together.
Not anymore.
I mean, yeah, you blew it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. This is something that she should have got therapy for way earlier on to be like, to deal with her own insecurities in this relationship or not married this person. Because it's like,
that's part of the package, bro. Like,
he had a kid with her. She passed away suddenly. That's not something you just get over. And he's going to bring her up to his daughter to explain who she was as a person.
And that's normal, dude.
That is absolutely
so normal.
Yes. So if that's not something you can deal with, then just leave the relationship or figure that shit out yourself. Don't fucking try and make him, quote unquote, move on or whatever the fuck you said. That's insane.
Also, just baseline. Don't throw other people's shit away.
Yeah, that's the baseline, and then we got the
baseline is
shit.
just like, even if it was like, yeah, she threw away my fucking favorite mug, I'd be like, not the asshole. Fuck her.
Yeah, I mean, even if Chloe was alive and there was a co-parenting situation, like they're gonna be in that kid's life no matter what.
Yeah,
so it's just like,
it's just so
work
crazy.
on your own shit.
This is not an ex. This is
like Wendy's been through a divorce. I can't imagine she never talks about her ex. You know what I mean? Like
they said she had kids in college,
she has
right?
Kids with him, so
he's probably co-parenting with the current ex.
I imagine he comes up on occasion. It's like, all right, well. Like that's such
maybe
a double
she just
standard.
had a really terrible relationship, and that's why
maybe
she doesn't bring it up.
On OP, who had nothing to do with it.
Oh no! I'm for sure. I'm just saying the reason why.
True.
The possibility that she never brings up the ex is because she probably had a shitty one.
Yeah, he could be a shit partner. That's fair.
Or she's the one that's shitty. That's why. Because
she's
she'd be doing
definitely
shit
the one
like
that's
this.
shitty.
Yeah. But even if he's shitty, I imagine she's still bringing him up to complain about him every once in a while. It's like, okay, well, I don't know. It seems it's such a shitty thing to do, and Reddit deemed not the asshole, obviously. Altruistic U737 said, Dear Lord, I'm honestly not one to advocate for divorce, but I do not think I could continue this relationship with someone who did something so wildly despicable. That isn't jealousy, that's a mental disorder. She stole the only vestige of your wife and that your daughter has. That is not something you can come back from or she can apologize for. This is a line in the sand.
This is upsetting.
And then there is a small update. So I'll answer some questions. They answer some questions and then they get to the small update. So they were asked if Eleanor knew about the tapes, and OP responds, "No, I didn't want to ruin the surprise until I knew I had a backup. She doesn't know about them now, and I'm not planning to tell her until her birthday. The only problem is I'm afraid Wendy might tell her."
If
And
Wendy tells fucking the kid,
yeah,
I want to Sparta kick someone in the story.
Like, what could Wendy even say to like? Because if she's gonna tell her, your kid's gonna hate her.
Even more, it's just like, oh yeah, there was going to be a surprise for you, but baby girl, I threw it away. I would have.
One more question is people asking if I'm considering divorce. Wendy has never done anything like this before, and I don't want to ruin a 6-year relationship. But at the same time, I really do think she needs some type of help. I'm considering asking her to go to therapy, and I'm really reconsidering our relationship. Wendy is really good with my daughter, and my daughter loves her and her children like family. I think Wendy is just trying to take Chloe's place by being Eleanor's mother. I'm really starting to think she has issues. A lot of people also said if I don't divorce her, I will be betraying my daughter. My daughter is my number one, and I think I should find someone better that can respect not only me, but my daughter and her mother. So, I mean, he's like reconsidering things, which is always good.
I'd consider hard.
Yes. And then on to the update. I was thinking about asking Wendy about the tapes and where she threw them out, but I saw a comment that told me not to ask her because it might give her some time to hide it or lie. Instead, I went back home and I checked the outside trash can and the kitchen one, and I still couldn't find them. Trash day isn't until Thursday, so I was confused. I finally went up to her and asked her, and at first she wasn't going to tell me. Then I threatened divorce like one of you guys said, and she gave in. It turns out she kept the videotapes in her car until trash day arrived because she knew I would look through the trash. So now I have the tapes, thank God.
Divorce.
Yeah. Thank God you. What? At least there's a happy ending that you still can give those tapes to your daughter.
Got the tapes.
But this should be a confirmation that you should leave this girl. She's beyond fucking crazy and conniving.
Yeah, because she even thought ahead to be like, he will search for these things.
Premeditated.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Bro, leave my brother.
Yeah, that's not something I could trust ever again. No. With anything. Fuck.
I hated that story.
I did the open up with a funny one. Hit him with the.
Actually, we couldn't get past the first story because that every word was something.
Arrive,
left and right.
Finish.
I just want to throw uppercuts in this story. God damn.
All right. So next one is cross-posted on our subreddit by the goat riding giraffe. And this one is titled, "Am I the asshole for hiding the location of my best friend from my wife?"
Of her best friend?
My best friend.
No, why does your wife need your best friend's location?
Best friend assist you in doing some shady shit and your wife wants to beat their ass?
You're helping him get away with murder.
Because then I condone that.
In a video game, of course.
I'm going to go asshole in this scenario. You're probably hiding shit.
I'll go not the asshole.
You're ride or die for your friends?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what does she need your friend's location for?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't even have my friend's location. I'm not with all the sharing stuff.
That's fair.
Nancy has my location. I have Nancy's location. I guess I have my siblings. But like, I don't have any of my friends.
One of Sienna's favorite hobbies is to check on where friends are sometimes.
Everyone's safe.
All right, let's hop into this one and see which one are you correct. This is a split one. So about 5 years ago, I moved about 15 hours away from my hometown for a job. Shortly after moving, I met my now wife, Becca. And a few years ago, I had a buddy, JR, from back home, come stay with me. While here, he met my wife's sister, Maggie. JR and Maggie hit it off. They pretty quickly started dating. Maggie has a daughter from a previous relationship. The dad's daughter is very much in the picture. Almost a year ago, Maggie and JR moved in together. At the time, Maggie was living with her parents because she could not afford rent on her own. But things seemed to be going well. It is a long story, but almost 2 months ago, JR got pretty irrefutable proof that Maggie was cheating on him. He was angry, depressed, and overall distraught. He could not deal with confronting her, but he also could not deal with living with her. He talked to me and wanted me to help to get away. So I reached out to my network of people who are not mutual friends with Becca's and I's to get him a place to stay. Becca, Maggie, Maggie's daughter, and my mother-in-law were going out of town to visit mother-in-law's mom for a few weeks after he found out. I had a work friend with a rental house, and I helped JR pack his stuff, which was like 90% of the apartment. He sent an email to Maggie about why he moved out. He left a check for rent and utilities through the end of March when their lease is up.
Too nice. I would have been fucking left them
that's
hanging.
super nice.
Like, bitch, you better pay for you trifling ass. You expect me to pay for it? Hell nah.
Are y'all Canadian?
You get cheated on, it's okay. I'll still pay half.
That's wild.
I guess because his name is also probably tied to the lease somehow. So if it gets bounced, then they might fuck with his credit. I could see that being a thing.
I mean, I probably would have just talked to the leasing agency.
Like, yeah,
Hey, how much can I pay to get out of the contract?
Well, he says he informed the landlord that he was not renewing the lease. So you're still squaring up until the end of the lease, I guess. Maggie got an email and called JR numerous times while on the trip. My wife called me and asked what was going on and where JR was. I told her that JR moved out and that he was safe, but I will not be telling her where he is. They got back and Maggie flipped about all the stuff JR took. My wife was quite angry and demanded to know where JR was. I kept telling her that he's safe, but I'm not telling her where he is. The last month has been tense, and my wife has been begging me and making threats to know where JR is. She even tried to using my phone to impersonate me to call JR and get information.
That's wild.
I have since changed my passcode. She says we are married, this is affecting my family, and I deserve to know. I refuse. She has even talked about this being divorceable. So am I the asshole?
Wait, quick question. I don't know if I missed it. Does the wife know that the sister cheated?
Okay, so there is an edit with some questions. I can get to those if you guys want.
Okay.
It does answer one of those. So number one, my wife knows why JR left. So there you go.
Why are you supporting your stupid ass sister for cheating?
Yeah. Number two, Maggie has admitted since he's left that she was cheating. So confirmed. Number three, my wife denies knowing about the cheating, and I do believe her. Historically, Maggie and Becca are not close. Prior to JR moving there, we would see Maggie maybe once every 3-ish months. Since JR moved, we see her a lot more because JR and I regularly organize get-togethers, which is why my wife's reaction surprised me. And number four, the stuff JR took was only his stuff. In fact, a lot of the stuff he left is also his stuff. Other than gadgets, he left all the kitchen stuff despite it being 100% his. He left all the stuff in my niece's room, even though he paid for a lot of it. So I will ask again, am I the asshole?
No.
Yeah.
It is a wild of, Opie's wife to be like so demanding of it, especially like she isn't as close to her own sister as you are to your friend. Me personally, I don't know if I was in this situation, if I would keep, unless he was like super worried about, I'm wondering why he's so worried about like them knowing where he is.
It could be safety, like physically, or it could also be peace of mind. Maybe he just doesn't want anything to do with a cheating sister anymore, and kind of let that person just ride off the sunset. Like, hey, I already experienced my pain. I had to uproot my life and do it again. I don't want to deal with her shit anymore.
Yeah, which I think is fair. And then like maybe he asked OP not to tell his wife because she might leak it to the sister.
Yeah.
I think if all people are knowing that the sister is in the wrong, like you gotta understand where I'm coming from. Like this is my innocent friend who did nothing but get cheated on. His one wish to me was to keep my mouth shut. So I mean, I think that's fine, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I'm in the same boat as you, and we've seen so much stories or where like anytime there's a cheating party, like sometimes people go scorch earth trying to amplify everything, because I mean, getting cheated on, it hurts. They could have like made a scene about it. They could have tore everything up and like did something crazy, but no, I think they kind of just chose the quiet way out. It's like, hey, I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Rent, bro. Like, what?
Paid rent, only took the stuff that belonged to his, even left stuff that probably was his, but was like, you know what? You might inconvenience you for not having this stuff. the friend is way too nice in this situation.
Also, kitchen shit is expensive.
It is.
Take any of the kitchen shit.
Not only that, and it's just having to uproot your life, trying to go somewhere else, starting over again. That's always going to be difficult. And I just don't understand why, even though I think they were saying like this, their sisters are not really entirely close to each other. I don't understand why the wife is going so hard on this. Cause it's like, what are you really after? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Also, you demanding to know where he is not going to make me want to tell you more.
It's like,
Oh, it's weird how much you want to know about this. I mean, again, it's hard to put myself in OP's situation. Like in my situation, I imagine Sienna would side with my friend as well. Yeah, like fuck the cheater in this situation, right? Like, but so I would just tell her because I would know she would not tell someone, but she also would not demand to know, like that, or take my phone,
divorce,
take my phone and impersonate me.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
There's probably got to be something more in the story like we don't know about, and
Yeah, because truly her going off like this makes zero sense.
I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. Like why she's so adamant about finding or knowing where he is.
Reddit deemed not the asshole, and new comment 2668 said, not the asshole. Maggie has made her bed and she can lay in it at least until the eviction notice rolls around. The fact that your wife has a bigger problem with JR leaving Maggie than she does with her sister cheating on JR says an awful lot about your wife, and as a woman myself, it doesn't say anything good. If your wife chooses to implode your marriage because her sister is a cheater, that's on her. You don't owe Maggie anything. And I think that sums it up pretty nicely. Yeah, we'll move on from that one and move on to an HR story, John.
Wow.
Your favorite.
Bringing John back.
Yeah, back to life. All right, this one was posted on r/AITAH by far lower score pay 8487. And the title is, Am I the asshole for telling my boss that I wasn't invited to the party?
Damn. I feel like the invitation should be company-wide unless it's only specific for certain people or certain departments.
I feel like you can't be the asshole. It's your own... I mean, I guess you could.
Or there were situations where I've experienced this too. If you're a contractor and they had a company-wide party, sometimes y'all don't get invited, unfortunately.
That's fair too. Yeah. So you guys are leaning not the asshole then?
I'm going to go not the asshole. It sounds like somebody was asked and then you told them.
Let's go with what Sean said.
Okay.
Right? I don't know.
Well, let's get the expertise advice on this one, John.
No, don't call me expert, brother. I will get people in trouble.
All right, amateur. I don't know. So I, 26 female, just started at a new job. I quickly realized that one of my colleagues, Marie, is engaged and getting married within the next 2 months. It seemed like the whole office was attending the wedding. I absolutely did not expect
an invite. You
just started.
She just said, I absolutely did not expect an invite.
Okay.
So we're cool on that.
All right. I was about to fucking say.
She just met me. Weddings are planned in advance, venues booked, etc. My friend actually just got married, so I saw firsthand how it all works. I could tell Marie wondered if I was expecting an invitation and was hesitant to bring up the wedding around me. But I just never made a big deal, and I don't feel left out in the slightest. Then I got CC'd on an email from someone in the office, Joan, who was throwing Marie a shower during our lunch hour in the break room in a couple of weeks. Joan was sending out a collection so we could give a group gift, which was cash, to Marie. They also suggested we make it a potluck. Joan included her Venmo and also asked us to email back with what we were planning on bringing. Even if I'm not going to the wedding, I still believe everyone deserves to be celebrated, and I Venmo'd the $20, as well as sent a reply saying I'd bring a lasagna.
You are a better person than I am. The way I would just hide in the bathroom, like when they're doing the collections, I'm like, first of all, I hated doing that. I'm like, y'all can never make me do this shit.
Okay.
I am the opposite end where I do that shit anyways, but I wouldn't make a lasagna. I don't think I'd make the food. I'd be like, all right, you got my $20 or whatever. You're good. If you really need extra stuff, I'll buy some fucking fries from some fast food place or some shit. Like, y'all are good. Y'all got my $20.
Yeah. A little later, I saw the $20 had been returned to my Venmo, which you can do, Sean. You can send it back. You know that?
I did not. And I don't plan on ever doing.
Does he just erase that information from his memory now?
What happened in the last 30 seconds?
Blacked
I forgot
out.
it all.
So I saw that $20 had been returned to my Venmo, and Joan approached my desk. She said I didn't need to contribute. I said, even if I'm not attending the wedding, I'd still like to give Marie a little something. Joan looked a little awkward and hemmed and hawed, but then eventually said, "You're not invited to the shower." I was confused.
That's weird.
That is weird.
And I said, "Wait, I can't go into the company break room during lunch hour?" She said yes. And I asked, where am I supposed to go? I don't drive. We don't really work anywhere near places I could go to quickly go for a lunch hour. And she said I could stay at my desk. I pointed out
I don't think you can do that.
Illegal.
Yeah,
Illegal.
fucking no. That's
Oh, yeah.
Illegal.
There it is.
I don't think you can hold someone else to their will when they're taking their appointed lunchtime.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Insane.
I can't go into the break room during lunch hour. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You don't own that. That's the company's.
Joan is HR too.
I don't know if Joan's HR.
Oh well, if she is, she needs to get fired for being stupid.
Unclear if Joan is HR.
She can't be. It's
No,
it's too
Can't
insane.
imagine. I pointed out this was a little exclusionary. Joan said Marie didn't want me to assume I was invited to the wedding. I said, I don't at all. I completely understand because I haven't worked here long and we're not close enough. I'm not hurt by that. She said, that's great, but I still can't come. I asked if I'd done anything to offend Marie, and she said no. She just doesn't want me to get my hopes up.
Again, I'm not.
How many ways can you spell it out for these idiots?
Apparently not
That's
enough.
crazy.
This
That's
company's
crazy.
stupid as fuck.
I finally let it go and just said, fine, have a good party. The day of the shower, I sat at my lunch during the party while everyone went out. Everyone else went eating my lunch alone. One kind person did sneak me a piece of cake. Halfway through the party, the big boss came in. She usually doesn't work on Fridays, so it was a surprise to see her. She saw me sitting at my desk and asked why I wasn't at the party. I told her I hadn't been invited.
Hey, professional snitching is okay sometimes, if especially stupid people are involved.
Oh man!
In fact, I would say you were even nicer. You were invited and then uninvited.
Uninvited,
It's even
yeah.
crazier. She was clearly perturbed by this. Later on, she sent out an email banning parties of any kind during work hours.
That's what y'all get.
A few people, Joan and Marie included, realize I'm the one who told, and now they've turned on me. Some friends say I'm in the wrong here and that I should have lied to the big boss and said I was busy with work to finish or something.
For
So
what?
as to not to ruin it for everyone else. But am I the asshole?
No, they ruined it for themselves. Bro, like, OP already had the awareness of saying, I am brand new to this job. I completely understand if I'm not invited. Had this been an outdoor event or after hours or, an off-site lunch, fine. Y'all could have a little get together, invite whoever the hell you want. We've had parties before where it's just like departments by departments. Like if finance is doing it, hell, fucking HR is not invited and vice versa type of shit, right?
Right.
And everyone kind of has their own funds. If they had done something outside, whatever. But company property where it's a break room where everyone in the company should be enjoying, what are you doing? You are being very exclusionary. And the fact that the boss kind of went in and like banned it for everybody, I kind of fuck with that boss because it's like, dude, you ruined it for no one ruined it but Joan and whoever the bride was. Opie's not the asshole at all. Opie's a little too nice, actually.
Would have gone scorched earth and reported that to HR.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would have went straight to HR. I was told I can't use the break room.
I couldn't even heat up my food.
I can't eat my lunch.
I can't eat my factor meal. Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
Whoa. The patrons, brother. Think of the patrons.
Yeah, I mean, insane to exclude someone like that. Reddit, of course, deemed not the asshole.
Yeah.
Armadillo of Doom said, not the asshole. They used company resources and excluded someone in the company. That's against HR policy, I'm sure.
You damn right it is.
They also didn't not invite you. They deliberately blocked you from going and told you to stay at your desk. They deserve what they got. Time to gray rock them.
How old are they? You know what I mean? Because I feel like everyone kind of expects not to be invited to their coworker's wedding unless told otherwise. You know what I mean? If I hear my coworker is getting married, I'm not like, man, I can't wait to get the invite. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll donate whatever to the.
Sean dropping subtle hints. Can't wait to see what the food you got at the wedding.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Still waiting.
Even when friends get married, I'm not like, unless I'm like real close, I'm not like, can't wait.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're doing a small wedding or whatever. So it is just weird for them to think that's what other people are thinking. No one cares that much about you, Marie. I don't know what to say.
I agree 100%. And then they go on to say, Maria and Joan are mean girls, period. Document any rehabilitation or retaliation ASAP.
That was going to be my second advice. Because when they start treating you differently and your work life starting to get affected, well, I don't know if EEOC still exists because this stupid damn administration is fucking everything up. But
Probably
that would have
doesn't.
been a classic EEOC case right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Document it all for a lawsuit later down the line.
And if you live in a state where it's recording is okay, sometimes you don't need to get consent when it comes to these type of things. So record all interactions with them. So that way you have receipt.
I saw John's eyes light up for that story.
I love it when people fucking
His
get
eyes
their
rolled
just
back and
desserts,
he was
bro.
just reciting.
I'm just like, oh my God, yes, I miss doing fucking EO sometimes.
John is bricked up.
I just might be, bro.
I know you are.
We'll see how long this one goes. I do have a bonus one, but this one might get you guys angry to end it off. This one's posted by Intelligent Lower Score Half 8061. And the title for this one is, Am I the asshole for calling off my wedding after my fiance bought a house with his mom?
Can you guys have sex whenever you want then?
It's disrespectful, John. How dare you ask that?
Oh, man. I don't know. Houses are such big time investments. And if any of those assets just happens, if you guys have shared assets already and he did it behind your back, that's kind of fucked up. So I'm going not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole. Even though this does sound like Jim buying his parents' house without knowing. Wild move, Jim.
Yeah, he did that, right? Oh,
he
shit.
just bought a fucking house without discussing.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's crazy, Jim.
Their relationship had a lot of issues when you go back and watch it.
Yeah, when you rewatch, you're like, that's not okay, I don't think.
Yeah, he was a work husband.
He was.
And she worked with her husband. That's even the crazy.
To be fair, engaged.
Engaged. Sorry. Yeah. It wasn't.
To be fair, engaged.
Well, I don't know if that makes it better, but
to be 3 years into an engagement.
Yeah,
you should have broke up, Pam. Is what?
Yeah.
You should have broke up.
All right. So, me, 28 female, and my fiance, 30 male, have been together for 5 years. We were planning our wedding for this fall and had been talking for years about our future, like kids, finances, and buying a house together. We had a whole plan to save up, find something we both loved, and make it our home. This is what we talked about. Turns out he bought a house, but not with me, with his mom. And he didn't even tell me he was looking. Apparently, she found the, quote, perfect place and convinced him to split with her because she didn't want to rent anymore. So now
she's going to live with y'all.
So now, instead of us planning our future together, he's financially tied to his mother, who's going to be living there full time.
Hell no. Bro.
I just stared at him like, what the fuck? And then I asked where I fit into all this, and he goes, well, you can move in too, of course.
The fuck?
Y'all are... What? Wait.
What an I love a mama's boy type of bullshit story is this?
Not even like, yeah, we're all three going to live there. Like, oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, I guess you can go.
I guess you could.
I forgot about that part.
What?
Like, I'm supposed to be thrilled to be living in a house his mom picked out, partially owns, and is just there all the time. He also admitted he did it because I was taking too long to save, and his mom offered him a faster way to own something. I was so shocked and pissed. I told him I need space, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized I can't marry someone who thinks this is normal. So I called off the wedding, and now his whole family is blowing up my phone saying I'm being dramatic.
No.
That it's just a house and that I'm overreacting because we can still live together.
No.
Even my own parents are saying canceling the whole wedding is extreme. Am I losing my mind? Am I the asshole or is this a giant red flag?
Bro, you're about to marry a damn child.
I can't wait for you to save anymore. all right, bitch, it's hard to save in this relationship.
Oh, yeah, we're about to get married. Oh, yeah, you're going to be my roommate now.
What is going on? And also, why are your parents on his?
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I could see, like, well, I don't understand it, but people do get wrapped up in, oh, a wedding's happening. That's exciting. It's like, okay, well, it's not happening if this guy's just an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so let me go ahead and freaking, spend a lot of money financially to get married to someone that I probably don't even want to fuck with for the rest of my life because he's a dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm going to get divorced, why do y'all want me to get the wedding?
For
you
real.
know what I mean? Like, what's the purpose of that?
Let's just skip the middleman. We'll get straight to the divorce.
Cut that right. Let's not sign papers and tie ourselves in a messy divorce.
Yeah. Well, you might
skip all that.
You might get a quarter of that house though. If you
do you want a quarter of the house? I don't think so, actually.
No.
Opie dodged a bullet. Because now every single decision, like every single big life decision they're gonna make, the moms are gonna be hovering like, well, I want in on that. If you're living in her household, since she owns half of that property, she's always gonna have half to say.
Imagine all the sex you're not gonna have.
Yeah.
None.
That's disrespectful.
Man.
Or even worse, if she's into,
Oh,
the worst
God.
case scenario where she's John. Hey, I have some lemon water waiting for you guys outside.
I'm the cool mom.
yeah, it's cool. I hear what y'all are doing, and I'm for it, baby.
Can't wait to have a grandkid.
Fist
Get him,
bumps when you
son.
come out.
Get him.
Here's some towels afterwards.
That's crazy.
Nah, you dodge a bullet, Opie. I wouldn't continue in a marriage with this person.
It is one thing if you like, because I know the economy is terrible. If you like are splitting with your parents on a house,
It's got to be a duplex then or something.
Or
it can't be a...
Yeah.
It's still got to be a joint decision with this couple.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's got to be... you got to have communication.
Yeah.
You can't surprise bought a house and then you definitely can't be like, oh yeah.
That's the part that got me fucked up, dude. I'm
That's
like,
crazy. I get like at least Jim had the intention of living there with Pam. He didn't forget that Pam existed entirely.
Yeah, he kicked his parents out to move in first.
Yeah. I'm with Josh. I understand, the economy's heading in a scary place. You might want to consolidate into one place. I don't know. You got to discuss it. That's not a surprise.
For sure. Yeah.
That's not a surprise thing.
All right. Reddit deemed not the asshole, of course.
Sure.
And Mad Minsta said, Mom probably is/will continue to be the beneficiary in his life insurance to protect the house. Fiancé is already married to his mother for life. Glad OP found out sooner rather than later. To which OP responded, yeah, I should have seen this coming when his mom cuts up his steaks for him. I'm just so devastated that he would take it this far. I don't even know what to do.
I'm just saying, if y'all ever get a deal from TLC, then maybe you should get yourself a cut.
Then you can go on John and Sean's new podcast about reality TV shows.
It's gonna be a reality TV show and wrestling.
Ooh,
which arguably is a reality TV show.
It is, yeah. You're right.
I feel like the Venn diagram of those two things is just John. There's not the community will be just John. I don't know how many
it might be
90
bigger
Day
than
Fiancé / wrestling lovers there are.
It might not be zero. I'll just say that much.
That's true. A lot of similarities.
Hey, just remember, we started out with like 5 fans. All right.
It's true. It's true.
All right. I think we got enough time to do this last one here.
Let's do it.
Now, keep in mind, I haven't written down any comments or anything like that, so we'll be going through this together. But this one's posted on r/am I the asshole. It was cross-posted by Mary Gitz 2011.
Goats.
And the title for this one is, would I be the asshole if I keep my ex's life insurance payout instead of giving it to his pregnant girlfriend?
He cheated, huh? This motherfucker cheated. And that's the pregnant girlfriend. You better keep that shit if he left you high and dry like that.
I'm not going to lie. I'm confused by the title, so I'm going to agree with John. Whatever John says goes.
Getting to the end of the episode.
Yeah, we're getting to that. We don't have time to...
So my ex and I were together for 7 years, and we got engaged 2 years ago. Around this time, we both took out life insurance policies, listing each other as beneficiaries. It made sense at the time because we were planning a future together. Then 6 months before the wedding, he cheated on me.
You damn right. You better keep that shit going.
Me and John nailed it together.
I was devastated, but I forgave him because I didn't want to throw away 7 years of my life.
Could not Be me,
that's
brother.
yeah.
That's a tough one.
I thought we could move past it, but 2 months before the wedding, he blindsided me and left me for the same woman he had cheated with. That's a tough one. That's why you forgive a cheater.
I'm taking everything.
Oh, that's where you do JP's move and just move out without them knowing.
True.
I was completely heartbroken and I begged him to reconsider, but he told me he had moved on and that I should too. It took me a long time to heal, but I eventually accepted that he had made his choice. Over time, I worked on rebuilding my life. That was a year ago. I updated my own life insurance policy, assuming he would do the same. Then last week, I got some unexpected news that he had passed away suddenly. It was shocking.
R.I.P. I'm rich, bitch.
But what surprised me even more was getting a call from his sister. Apparently, he never changed his beneficiary, which means I am set to receive $100,000 payout.
That's legally binding.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
yeah, I'm about to get a new whip with this fucking $100,000.
Oh man. Oh,
that'll pay for her next wedding with someone
this
who
is
won't.
Batman justice if I've ever seen it. I love it.
Now his girlfriend, the woman he left me for, has reached out asking me to give her the money.
Crazy.
She's pregnant with his child and currently unemployed.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck, dude. Sucks to suck.
She says the money should go to her and the baby because I'm just his ex.
You're just a side piece, bitch. What do you mean?
It's always crazy when people ask for things and then insult the person they're asking. Like, you know what? I was thinking about it until I read that. And that was mine.
I understand this is a difficult situation and I have sympathy for her child, but at the end of the day, this was his responsibility. He had an entire year to update his policy and he didn't. I wasn't expecting this money, but legally, it is mine.
You damn right it is.
I didn't take anything from anyone. It was his choice to leave things as they were. I don't think I should be obligated to give it up, especially considering how he treated me. This isn't about revenge or pettiness, though I wouldn't blame you if it was.
None at all.
It's simply about the fact that I was named the beneficiary and I see no reason why I should be the one to fix the mistake he made. That being said, I don't want to be heartless. I'm considering setting aside a small amount for the baby because none of this is the child's fault.
Fuck
but
them
at
kids.
the same time, I don't think I should feel guilty for keeping what was legally left to me.
So here's what I was thinking, because not gonna lie, kind of similar to OP. I probably 100,000 is a fuck ton of money. I'm probably taking 1,000 out, putting it in like some kind of savings fund and give it to that kid when that kid turns 18.
A trust fund or something like that.
Yeah. And then that'll be it. $99,000 is in my pocket, baby. What are you talking about? Yeah. So yeah, I could totally understand not giving any of it. Me, I would just be like, even though I have no ties to that kid at all, and even though that their father is a bastard, I would probably still do it.
I'm gonna pull a Patrick and says, I have $3. That's all I'm giving you, kid.
I'll give you a scratch ticket. If it's a winner, you win.
Yeah, you keep it if you want.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I got no problems not giving any. You know what I mean?
That's legally binding, so I'm taking all that, bitch.
Yeah, that's his thing. If she's mad,
you whip, baby.
You should be mad at him.
Yeah, well, like this is his fault for not changing it in the however many years. I think it was 2.
Yeah, he's a cheater and
half.
he's a lazy bastard.
Insane.
I would say rest in peace, but
No, I would. I would not.
He's rolling in his grave. Reddit.
It's like we're rolling in the new whip.
Cries and rich. Oh no.
Oh no. Wipe my tears with $1,000 bills.
Oh, that would be nice.
So disgusting though.
That would be
Cash
disgusting.
is so
You're right.
Gross.
This is sorry. This is like another story. But I used to like sample money back then, and like a lot of the monies that we sample have traces of freaking ricin or cocaine.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, for sure, cocaine.
Yeah.
Did you say rice?
You say rice, Sean?
Yeah. Wait. What did you say? Cocaine. And what?
Ricin.
Ricin.
Oh, I thought you said rice and cocaine.
No, ricin and cocaine.
Sean
Okay,
was
I was
so
like,
confused for a hot
cocaine
minute.
for sure. Rice? Bring it back up.
That's
We're
crazy.
skipping past rice too
Fucking,
quickly.
traces of jasmine, basmati, fucking cow roast, all of them. Bro.
That's why you have to wash it every time because it's wrapped in money.
Yeah. All the starch in the money, you know what I'm saying? It's from the rice, Sean.
That's crazy. I didn't even know there was starch in money.
It's a joke.
I know, brother. I'm playing with a bit. I should be an actor.
You should be. I think you'd be great. That's not a
Probably
bit.
not.
Our subreddit deemed not the asshole, and Becca Darling said, honestly, I'm keeping it. 7 years of my life wasted. The shame and embarrassment of canceled wedding 2 months before it happened. She had to handle it all.
Oh yeah, he probably owes her money anyways.
Oh yeah,
from the wasted wedding.
Also, like, she probably had to cancel it all. No fucking way he did it.
He can't even change the name on it. He can't even change his beneficiary. There's no way he canceled anything.
Close to $15,000 a year from like the 7 years of fucking stupid shit that you made me endure. I'll take it. Fuck them kids, bro.
Losing money on wedding vendors, and you could never fully know whether he meant to let you keep the insurance policy out of guilt for what he did to you, or if he honestly forgot to do it. I think it's the latter.
I think he forgot.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt is enough to get you off for murder. That's enough to justify keeping the money. That's crazy.
It do be facts. It do be facts.
When you think about it, at one point in time, they both lost this man. She had to rebuild her life without him or any monetary help. Now it's time for the cheating girlfriend to do the same. I'm a big believer in karma, and she just turned up the party in the most delightful way. Hell yeah. Our comment section is vindictive, and we love it.
I love you guys for that.
John's children.
Mm-hmm.
He's created this. That is it for this episode. Wikimaniacs, what did you think? Were these people assholes? Let us know down in the comments below. If you want two crazy cooking stories, food stories.
Hey, yo, Sean went off. All I gotta say, it involves Keith Lee and some jack and potatoes. That's all
And I'm 100% on Keith Lee's side. Let's not get it twisted. I don't want to even leave it up to interpretation.
If you are British, maybe avoid the patron this week.
No, you need to hear it, actually.
Okay. Sure. Subscribe for the patron then. £5 equal to $1 there. Might be. It's probably the same.
I don't know.
I don't know the conversion.
Anyway, sign up for our patron or YouTube membership, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network, or go to our YouTube channel, hit join. All the links in the description. If you're just listening, click like, subscribe. Keep up to date with all the podcasts we do, everyone. We do one Monday and Friday and most Wednesdays, actually. Check out the live streams we do where we post the audio as well. So,
yeah.
With that, boys, we'll hit the goodbye. I already said the outro. So,
Reddit on wikishop.com. Reddit on wikishop.com.
Yeah.
On wikishop.com.
Bye.
Get therapy.